Graph. 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 This affirmation I consider to be a tattoo for myself. Um, this is the impact that this particular affirmation have for me. Graph. Graph is God respects a pure heart. God respects a pure heart. I think about David in the Bible with all of his imperfections, with all of his challenges, with all of his, humanness, um, he still had, he was still a man after God's own heart. Graph. Why is God respects a pure heart so important? It is important because our heart is an aspect of us that is purely unto God. It is I remember learning some time ago how things get into our heart. It doesn't just get there. It comes from our mind. It is something that is that we have in our mind, and we think about it, we think about it, we think about it, and then it falls into our hearts. And I also remember being told that God would not allow us to believe something with our whole heart that is not of Him. Graph. God respects a pure heart. When we have a heart that is truly, truly for God, when we have a heart that seeks to do only what pleases Him, when we have a heart that aches when He aches, that hurts when He hurts, we can rest assured that there are certain troubles that would not beckon our door. There are certain pains that would not beckon our door. There is a certain security that we have about the aspect of who we are that will not be due to others, if you will. God respects a pure heart. Like we can change our minds, right? A new thought. And when we meditate on a thing, um, things they will manifest. But it is something about our hearts that God just keeps a guard on. There is absolutely positively nothing that can separate us from the love of God. God respects a pure heart. There's just something just so unearthly about knowing that there is an aspect of me, no matter what it is that I think, no matter what it is that I have done in the past, and no matter what it is that I'm going to do in the future. There is such an assurance that there is nothing so fallible that I can do that will cause me to be plucked out of His hand, that will cause me to be separated from Him. God respects a pure heart. Wow. Think about that. There's absolutely, positively nothing, nothing that can separate me from the love of God. And I believe just as sure as I believe that I'm a black woman, that that has a lot to do with my heart, with my heart. God respects a pure heart.